And good evening, everybody, and welcome here to Augusta, Illinois for your presentation of Suns Volleyball here tonight as the Lady Suns are taking on the Tigers of Beardstown. Sorry for coming on a bit late here. There's been a whole ordeal, I guess is the best way to put it, getting things set up here. Everything's set up, ready to go. We're about 2 minutes before we're getting ready to go live. I look down at my roster, and the roster for Beardstown has 0 numbers on it. So I had to run over to the scores table, get that figured out. So hopefully these numbers are accurate. They're not in order, so this is going to be a little bit rougher than usual, but hopefully it won't be too bad for you guys. Again, we appreciate all of you taking the time out of your night to join us here on TSSR Game Time Live. John Burton will be on the call for your Suns volleyball. Evan Wagner up there running the camera like usual here in Southeastern. So it'll be the Tigers starting with the serve. This one popped up by the Suns, set to the outside, tips through towards the near sideline. Beardstown scrambles a little bit. They're able to send it back. Suns will set up the offense. This one tipped up over the blocks, and that'll fall down. So the Suns will get on the board first here early. Again, this is the JV game. The varsity game will, of course, follow this one. This is number 15 with the serve. That's Morgan Wilcox, and she'll pick up the ace for the Suns as they have a quick 2-point lead. Morgan Wilcox continues to serve on the Southeastern side. Serve here, back-to-back aces for Wilcox, and the Suns have a 3-point lead. They lead 3-0. Another serve this time, handled in the back row. This will be set far to the outside, but that'll be hit into the net by number 2. Latita Kanda was on the hit there for Beardstown. Wilcox continues to work this one off the libero in the back row, hits the upper bracing for the basketball hoop, and it will be considered out of bounds. So can't ask for a much better start if you're the Suns. Wilcox continues to work. She's got 4 service points here early on, 2 aces. I guess 3 aces. That last one is an ace as well. This one will be set into the middle for Jalen Van Beck, who just forced to tip it through on the Southeastern side. They're going to set back to the outside once again. That was 25. Tegan Rigg on the attack, but she'll hit it a little bit long, so the Tigers will get on the board here. They still trail 5-1. Number 12 back serving. That's Autumn Bowman on the Tiger side. This one flipped over by Southeastern. So back here to the nice dig up there. That one, big block in the middle for Beardstown. They scramble a little bit, and the ball will fall. So that brings our scoring now 6-1. Brings back number 8, Riley Smith, back serving now for the Southeastern side. Her team's got a pretty decent lead here early on, looking to extend it out a little bit further. That one tipped through by Andrea Flynn from Beardstown. And that ball goes into the audience, saved it for a second. And they called it out of bounds even though she played it. They're going to go ahead and replay it. Don't think the judge there thought she was going to be able to pull it back out of the crowd. A little bit of an early whistle there. They'll replay the point. Still 6-1. This one tipped up over the blocks. Southeastern's able to stick right with it. Set back to the outside for Rigg, who sends it through. Beardstown's able to send it back over. Rigg will be set on the outside once again, hard into the back row. Popped up by number 6. That's McKenna Whitlock. That will be pushed through by Smith, and Beardstown will look to set it up here. Has to tip that one high and over. Back on the outside, that's Rigg once again. Nice dig up in the front row. Free ball will be sent back over by Laura Logan. Beardstown scrambles a little bit. Riggs able to save it. Quick set back to the middle. That one partially blocked and sent back over. Nice volley here from both teams, but that's how it'll end. Nice long volley there. Both teams playing some pretty good defense. Riley Smith keeps the serve for Southeastern. That one's going to be sent up over the block. Smith will come up to set. This one's set to the middle for number 9, Jalen Van Beck, who hits it into the net. So it'll be a side out back to the Tigers' side. 7-2 now, brings back the number 1. That's Andrea Flynn on the Beardstown side. Free ball sent over. This one's set to the far sideline, trying to attack that back corner. Can't get it home. That'll be out of bounds and side out back Southeastern's way. They have the 6-point lead early on in set number 1. Here's the serve from Rigg, and that'll be a Suns ace for Tegan Rigg. Rigg's second serve of this set. This time, Beardstown's right there with it. Sets to the far side. Nice attack there up front by number 9, Laura Logan. Tigers able to answer right back with a quick kill and a side out. This is Candaback serving on the Tigers side. That one tapped up over the blocks. Nobody home. It'll be a big kill in the middle for Southeastern as they're the first team to 10. They got the 7-point advantage over the Tigers. Jalen Van Beck now serving for the Lady Suns. Her serve will go into the net. Side out back the other way towards Beardstown. Number 11, Lauren Coates, now with her first serve of this contest. And that'll be hit into the net by Morgan Wilcox. So Coates will pick up a quick service point. She'll continue to serve. She's got the lead cut in half now. This one's set back to the outside by Southeastern. Push through. Two Tigers fight over it, but they're able to send it over eventually. Quick answer back by Southeastern. That one pushed through by Flynn. Big attack on the outside, one-hand pop-up. Kando with a big recovery, pounds it off the ceiling, and had a chance at it there to get it back over. Unfortunately, they could not, so Southeastern now lead 11-5. Brings back number 22 to serve for Southeastern. Libero number 23 able to send it over. That's Mia Palin. Big attack there on the outside from Taylor Phelps. And they'll call a lift there. So it'll be Suns point, 12-5 now. And that'll be a service ace on the Suns side. Continuing with the serve here now. Canda's able to pop it up. This one set to the middle. Big block comes over by Morgan Wilcox, but Beardstown able to send it back. Flynn set a little bit long. That one will stay in bounds. This one set far to the outside for Phelps, who will hit it into the net. Side out back to the Tigers. Both teams kind of just going back and forth here early on. Southeastern was able to jump out to a big 6-1 lead, but as we said, both teams just kind of going back and forth now at this point. Southeastern able to maintain that big lead. And that'll be a kill in the middle for Miss Wilcox. She's able to get the side out back the Suns' direction. Fourteen to 6 is the serve. Service error there. Will be a side out back to Beardstown. Suns still have them doubled up. 14-7 is the score. Number 6, McKenna Whitlock, now serving for the Tigers. That one tipped up over the blocks, able to stick right with it. That one will be pushed over by Flynn. And set back to the outside, tapped through. Beardstown, nice recovery there. Set back over for Flynn. She sends the free ball over. That one, big attack on the outside. Nicely dug up there, and 2 Tigers just caught staring at it. Suns lead 15-7. Morgan Wilcox back at the helm, once again serving. That'll be Kanda on the attack, able to pop that one up in the back row. Nice play there. This one set up, tipped over the block, and no one on the backside for Southeastern. So it'll be a kill for the Tigers. They get the side out back. And that'll be a service ace for number 12, Autumn Bowman. For the Tigers, her team now starting to cut into this lead a little bit. Phelps comes up to get it, sends it almost into the net. Riggs able to send it back over, and Kanda is able to drop it down on the Southeastern side. Wasn't the prettiest there, but able to get the job done, and now the Tigers are up to 10 points. They only trail by 5. Starting to come back in this one a little bit. That one's going to be sent through. Nice play there up front by Riley Smith. Didn't hit it with that much force, but was able to find a nice spot for it. Smith gets the kill. She'll come back to serve. Smith's serve here will be a little bit mishandled there. Candace able to keep it up. Free ball sent back over. Smith now sets to the outside for one miss, Jalen Van Beck. Excuse me, that was Tegan Rigg on the outside. Get my numbers mixed up there. She's able to give the Suns the 7-point lead after that kill. Smith now sends that one off Beardstown. Overpass, drop back down. That was number 9 up front, Jalen Van Beck, and we'll have a timeout on the Beardstown side. Suns have the lead by 8. We'll keep it here for this one. With locations in Macomb and Augusta, with 80 years of car sales experience, Ron Elby Auto Sales is your hometown go-to for your next car. In Macomb on East Jackson Street, stop in and talk to Justin, Jared, or Chris, or visit www.lbsalescars.com to check out their inventory. Thank you for tuning in to TSSR Game Time Live, brought to you by MDH. This coverage of Southeastern Suns Volleyball is brought to you by Mudd Insurance Group and Grinnell Mutual. Contact Mudd Insurance today for your home, auto, farm, commercial, life, health, and Medicare insurance needs, and live a life knowing you are covered. Looking for top-notch local computer sales and repair services? Call Adams Expert in Quincy at 217-214-3423. For fast, friendly, and affordable assistance. We make technology work. That's Adams Expert, your go-to when your computer goes down. Being corrected that Jalen Van Beck is indeed number 8. We'll get that fixed on the roster here. Thank you for that. If any of the other players are misnumbered, please let me know. I'm just going based on what the roster has here. So that serve will be an ace. Get the scoreboard updated here. 20-10, Suns up 10. This is number 8, Jalen Van Beck, after we get that correction on the roster sheet. So Van Beck serve here now. That'll be tipped back over. Suns scramble around a little bit. Phelps is able to send it through. That was Lynn on the recovery. A big attack on the outside, but it'll go out of bounds. So a few serves here in a row for Van Beck, looking to make it more. Suns now just 4 points away from closing out the ever-important set number 1. Van Beck's serve, played by Lynn. Canada is able to send the free ball back over. This one set to the middle, big swing there. Lynn pops it up. That one sent back through by number 9, Laura Logan. And here's a big attack on side by Rigg. Beardstown able to stick right with it, and that will go through the hands of Elizabeth Hubbard in the back row. So it'll be a side out back the Tigers' way after the big swing there. Brings back Andrea Flynn now serving on the Tigers' side. This one set to the middle, hit partially off the blocks, up towards the ceiling, played it off the speaker. That one will crawl over the net. Phelps pops it back up and sent through. This one reset back to the outside. Another big swing there, but just a little bit long. Suns get the sign out. This brings back Rigg now. That one popped up into the net. A little bit of a missed pass there in the back row. 23-11. Rigg checks out. Staines checks in. That serve, thought it was going to crawl over the net there for a second. It gets hung up on the tape. So that'll be a service error on the Southeastern side. Brings back Canada now serving after the side out. Her team trails by 11. Got to make something work here. Phelps, nice job receiving the serve. That one hit off the blocks. That was Kylie Putnam on the attack. And now the Suns just 1 point away from winning set number 1. A little bit of confusion on the court. I think we kind of lost the ball there. It was hiding under the ladder over there where the judge stands. I guess you call that a ladder. I'm not really sure. I'm sure there's an official name for it, and I'm sure it's definitely not ladder. The service ace there will be good for Southeastern as they take set number 1 right here on TSSR Game Time Live. We'll take a quick break and be back with you before the start of set number 2. Once again, we'd like to thank everybody for taking the time out of their night to join us here in Augusta. And you are listening to TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH.
At Western Illinois University, leathernecks don't just blend in. Our purple stands out. Our students are innovative, creative, and resilient. At WIU, there is limitless potential, with campuses in Macomb, the Quad Cities, and online. Visit wiu.edu/potential to become a leatherneck and get an education that stands out.
At Country Financial, we enjoy serving the community in which we live, big or small.
I love living in the Blandonsville area. It's where I grew up, went to school, and decided to raise my family. I never had a desire to live or work anywhere other than in a small town. I feel lucky to help my longtime friends and neighbors with their insurance needs. It's like working with family every day.
I'm Brett Powell, your local Country Financial representative, whose door is always open to work with you.
Find the right cycle combinations. Simply choose what and how you want to wash and dry to help keep clothes looking their best. Intuitive Controls, brought to you by Whirlpool.
Back here in Augusta, I've been informed that the sound quality might have been a little off there. I'm hoping I got everything fixed. I guess it turns out that when you don't have a mic plugged into the second output jack, but still have the mic cranked up, maybe there might be a little bit of noise coming through there, maybe a little bit of ringing, so hopefully that's fixed now for you guys. Jamie Brink once again in the chat saying Riley Smith is number 9. I'd like to thank you once again, Jamie. I thought I had everything straightened out here with the numbers. Apparently that is not the case. We got Smith and Van Beck flipped, but we got that straightened out now. And again, if you are watching us, make sure to get into that live chat as well. Love to hear where you're listening to us from. It's always interesting seeing all of the different states and locations that we can get in on here. Last night I was doing the West Prairie game, and we had Colorado and Iowa, and then the other night, let's see, we had a bunch of different ones. We had Michigan. I think we had like Tennessee. We had a whole bunch of different places. So just make sure you get involved in that live chat. It's always nice to be able to put a name with the people that are joining us here. And once again, if you missed it, the Suns took set number 1. Getting things straightened up for set number 2. And, of course, if the Suns do win this one, they will win the game here. And we'll move on to the varsity contest. If the Tigers are able to take this one, we'll move on to the extra innings, as I'd like to say, set number 3. Again, hopefully got that audio issue fixed. I think everything's straightened up now. First serve of the second set comes courtesy of Wilcox, and it'll be inbounds for an ace. Not a bad way to start off set number 2. Morgan Wilcox continues to serve. This one tipped back through. Dump play there by number 9. That's Laura Logan on the Tigers' side. Dumps it down, gets the Tigers the side out. Ties us up at 1. Southeastern is able to take a pretty big lead there. 6-1 early on in set number 1. We'll see if they can do the same here, but that'll be an ace for Autumn Bowman. And now the Tigers have their first lead of what I believe is both sets to this point. Don't think the Tigers led in that first set. If they did, it was 1-0 at the most. This one popped up to the outside, tapped over the blocks, but it'll land out of bounds. We're tied at 2. Brings back Jalen Van Beck now serving. Van Beck's serve, played it a little bit short right in front of Lynn. Nice play there by Candy, able to pull it back out of the crowd, and Flynn sends it back through. Southeastern sets up the offense. That one tapped over by Riley Smith. Phelps set to the outside for Rigg. Dropped it right back down in front of Logan. It's a nice play there from Rigg. She's able to give the Suns the lead. 3-2. Van Beck now still with the serve. Overpass tipped back over. That one Candace sends back through. Phelps set to the outside for Putnam. Both teams just going back and forth here. Scrambles on both sides. That one tipped up over the blocks. Sent back through, but that'll be hit off the side of the hand. And will fall down in Tigers territory. Van Beck continues to serve. That one played off Whitlock, and nobody there on the pass. That'll be an ace for Van Beck. She gives her squad the 3-point lead, 5-2. Van Beck served this time once again. Whitlock there to play it. This one sent over off the block to Camden. Nice diving play there. Is that going to get back over? They're going to call a lift. Ball didn't go over anyway. Would have been 4 hits. Jalen Van Beck still serving. That one popped up by Lynn. Sent back through. Phelps will set a long one to the outside for Putnam. Sends it down the line, and that'll go over towards the scoring table. So that'll be a kill for Southeastern. Again, they got this big lead here early on. They were able to make use of it in the set number 1. That's going to be 2 hits up front. That was Laura Logan. Having a little bit of issues getting that one back through. Suns lead by 6. Then Beck's serve drops in front of Lynn, sends the overpass through. Phelps was ready for it. Putnam tried to pop it back over. Couldn't quite get there in time. So the Tigers stopped the bleeding temporarily. Score is 8-3 now. Nice serve there by Flynn. Southeastern, a little bit of trouble up front. Ball falls. It'll be a service point for Andrea Flynn. Flynn's second serve. This time Phelps has it in the back row, tips it through the blocks. Set back Riggs, scrambled over, was just able to send the free ball back through. Kanda able to pop it back over, and a little bit of a miss hit there. Side out back the Suns' direction. And we will have a timeout called. We'll keep it here for this one. Score is 9-4. Again, Southeastern was able to win set number 1. At Western Illinois University, Leathernecks don't just blend in because purple stands out. At WIU, there's limitless potential with campuses in Macomb, Quad Cities, and online. Visit wiu.edu/potential to become a Leatherneck and get an education that stands out. Palm Plus is proud to serve Macomb and the surrounding area for over 20 years, providing cash for most items of value. Palm Plus is the area's largest seller of used items, including firearms. They also provide on-site jewelry repair and are open 9 to 5 Monday through Saturday. They have a great selection of jewelry, electronics, tools, and video games located at 324 West Jackson Street in Macomb between Erico and Taco Bell. I'm a little bit biased there on that sponsor. I do indeed work at Palm Plus during the daytime and switch my hats to come here and bring these broadcasts at night. So glad to have all of our sponsors, including Palm Plus, alongside with us on TSSR Game Time Live. Again, if you'd like to be a sponsor or know somebody that was looking for some sponsorship, make sure you get in contact with Mr. Dwayne Hulett. We're always looking to bring new people on board here on TSSR. That one sent through, overpass, dropped back down by Smith. This one's set up for Phelps, pounds it through off of Lynn, and that'll be a kill for Taylor Phelps. And I'd be remiss if I didn't mention Taylor Phelps, former West Prairie Cyclone. Covered a lot of her games up in Scioto, both basketball, volleyball last year. Now here, of course, playing for the Suns team, and that'll be 4 hits. Suns lead has ballooned here. They lead 11-4. That one tapped through, partially blocked by Phelps in the front row. Set back over for Putnam, hits it off the tape, and it drops down. Kylie Putnam will pick up a kill now for the Suns. 8-point lead. Tegan Riggs still serving for Southeastern. Lynn pops it through, and that's going to be inbounds. Tough to tell whether it's going to stay in or not. Phelps decides not to play it. It falls in. So that'll be a side out, and it will bring back Kanda back to serve. Kanda serve goes through the hands there. Trying to make a play on that. That was Rigg. Coming up here towards the stage. Couldn't get it, keep it in bounds, I should say. So serve remains with the Tigers. Another deep serve there, able to pop it up. Phelps comes over to play it. Free ball sent back through by Van Beck. I got Siri talking to me for some reason. Not quite sure what was going on there, but that one will be hit into the net. So a couple points here in a row for the Tigers. And it's kind of starting to feel like the first set a little bit. Suns able to go out to a pretty decent lead, but the Tigers coming back towards the middle of set number 1. And that'll be a service ace for Kanda and tack on another point. Tigers have cut this lead now in half. They trailed by 8 before Kanda started serving. Now the lead down to just 4. Another serve there, popped up by Morgan Wilcox, and will go out of bounds. It'll be another service ace. Kanda really doing a nice job with those serves, hitting them deep into the back row. Nice tip up there. Beardstown able to send it back over, though. Nice play. Phelps set up on the outside. Big attack, but it's popped up. Another nice play there is going to be just in bounds. Caught a piece of the line. And now the Tigers, once again, down 8, able to rally off 6 in a row. Leads down to just 2 for the Suns. That one will be tipped through by Van Beck. Beardstown was ready for it. This one sent down the line, comes up and hits the table up here. I think it fell right in front of me somewhere. I'm not sure where it's at. There it is. It's on the court. So the bleeding will stop for the Suns after the Beardstown big comeback there. Able to make this thing a little bit closer in the middle of set number 2. Suns now looking to respond, extend the lead out a little bit. Phelps on the attack, and that'll be a kill for Taylor Phelps in the front row. Nice serve there. That'll be an ace as the serve goes off Kiki Lynn. This is Riley Smith back serving. Smith's serve goes to the other side this time, and Candace scrambled over to try to keep it in. Goes off the outstretched arms, and Southeastern has now bumped their lead back up to 6. Pass through there. Smith's able to receive. Tipped back over by Van Beck. That's Whitlock in the middle, excuse me. And Suns trying to pop it back over. Can't get it there. Phelps on the dive, but nothing comes of it. Side out back Beardstown's way. Brings in number 11, Lauren Coates. Attack here by Wilcox, and Putnam sends it back through, drops it down, and good. Putnam's able to get the side out back to the Southeastern Suns. Popped up by Flynn, sent back over. That's going to land inbounds. Can't get much luckier there. Able to send it from one side of the court all the way back to the other and somehow keep it in bounds. Nice play there. Gets the side out back Beardstown's direction. Laura Logan now serving. That one bumped through. Suns set up the offense, but that'll be hit off the tape by Wilcox in the front row. So Tigers were able to score a couple points in a row. I believe it was 6 in a row towards the middle of the set, and now looking to come off on another big run. Suns looking to, of course, put it into that. Rig on the attack there. Kanda will send the overpass back through. This one's set to the middle for Wilcox. She just taps it over. Whitlock will do the same. Set back out for Phelps. Big attack there, and that'll be a kill for Taylor Phelps. Brings in Kara Stevens now to serve. Stevens' serve goes off Kanda. That one popped through. This one set up into the middle for Wilcox, attacking the back corner. Nice play by Kanda to keep it in. Whitlock now partially off the block. Overpass comes back over, and nobody takes it on the Beardstown side. So that'll be a free ball kill for the Suns. Stevens now back serving. 19-13, her team leads. That one will just be punched over and across the middle line there. So the Suns, first team to 20, they lead by 7. Beardstown will take a timeout. We'll take one as well. You're listening to TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH.
There's been a lot of rewarding parts working at McDonough District Hospital. I've had patients come to me that maybe have not had care in the community, care available. So with the addition of nurse practitioners lately, we've been able to add more care, and that's very rewarding to me. My hope is that when the patients leave at the end of an appointment, they leave and they definitely feel like they've been listened to, and they feel like their needs have been met, their cares have been met, and that they're going to get the proper treatment that they deserve from me as a provider.
Back here in Augusta, as the Suns have the big 7-point lead here late in set number 2. This game stream is made possible by McDonough Telephone Fiber Internet. McDonough Telephone offers lightning fast and reliable fiber internet, video, phone, and camera systems to the McDonough County area. Call 309-776-3211 to check your availability. Macomb's original local sports bar is the Sports Corner at 124 with a focus on local sports. Catch WIU games and all the area TSSR Game Time live broadcasts at Sports Corner at 124. All while enjoying your favorite cold drink and some of the best food in West Central Illinois. Stop in and say hi at 124 North Randolph Street in Macomb. Score is now 21-13. Hubbard back with the serve on the Southeastern side. Able to set this one up in the front row for Riggs. Sends it over the blocks off the libero in the back row, and that'll be a kill for Riggs. Suns looking to put this thing away, just 3 points to go. Hubbard still back serving. That one will go, I believe that's Hallie Lawson in the front row. Yep, number 24 for Beardstown. And it'll be an ace for Hubbard. Gives her team the 10-point lead, and now just 2 away from winning this one. One tip back over. Rigg is right there, set back up to the middle for Wilcox, who just pushes it through. Whitlock now sends it over to blocks. Nice backside defense there, and the big attack from Rigg goes partially off the blocks, able to keep it up. Both teams just kind of fighting for it at the net at this point. Rigg, big attack there, sends it into the back row. And free ball sent back through. Set for Rigg once again, and that'll be good. Kill for Tegan Rigg. Suns now just 1 point away from winning set number 2 and, of course, the game. 24-13. Hubbard with the serve. And that's how set number 2 comes to an end, and that's how the JV contest comes to an end. The Suns winner, 25 I believe, 11 in the first set, and 25-13 here in set number 2. So we will get things wrapped up here on TSSR Game Time Live. Thank you for joining us for the JV portion. Again, we will have the varsity game stream up and going basically about 5 minutes before game time. We'll make sure to get with you before the starting lineups and all of the pregame activities. And if you're new here, first time listening into our stream, all you have to do is go down to the YouTube channel that should be somewhere below this video. Click on the little icon, and like I said, we'll go live basically about 5 minutes before game time for the varsity contest. So for John Burton, on call for you here tonight, and Evan Wagner up there running the camera, doing a great job as always. This has been TSSR Game Time Live's presentation of Suns Volleyball. I hope to catch you for the varsity contest.